Hi angels, welcome back to another resin videos. In this video we're going to be making a resin clock with some flowers preservation. I think I either got this mold from Amazon or Etsy's. I'll find a link for it and leave it down in the description box down below. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pour out in there a little bit of some resin. I already mixed up my resin. I was using it for something else and I had a little bit left over, so I was like, why not? Just pour it into this mold. Now these white roses I dried myself. I already have a video posted of how I did that. So now I'm just placing the roses into the little bit of resin that I already poured out in there. Just 4 roses. And it looked very plain and very simple. So off camera I add a little bit of some green flowers in there as well. I didn't show you guys that step. But after I did that, I mixed up some holographic glitter resin. Now I'm just pouring it down in there. Every layer I just let it sit and dry for a full 24 hours. Everything looks good so far. Now I'm going to pour down a little bit more of some clear resin. This is the next day, or like days later. See that there's already some bubbles in there. Just let the bubbles sit, rise by itself. You can either use your lighter or your I sprayed a little bit of some UV resin. I sprayed a little bit of some 99% ibuprofen alcohol in there to get rid of the bubbles. Yep. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. You can see the bubbles are just rising and popping on their own. Just let it sit and let it do that for like a few minutes and you should be fine. But always sprayed a little bit of some 99% ibuprofen alcohol just to get rid of any bubbles. So I had this great idea. I bought this fabric from Amazon. So I was like, okay, this could be the final layer for the clock. So now I'm just pouring on in there a little bit of some resin on top of the fabric so that the fabric can soak up some of the resin before I place it into the mold. You can see how it's looking. And I just poured a little bit of some resin into this resin piece right here. This ended up not turning out so great. So now I'm just transferring the fabric into the resin piece. But you can see that it's just way too much fabric. If I had cut it down to let's use like a small amount, then it would have worked out perfectly fine. But just looking at it, I realized that this would definitely not have worked. So what I end up doing is I end up removing it and then adding something else to it. Obviously, since there's resin on there, it's going to cure. So I had to place it into a different silicone mold. So I'm just filling up this all the way up with some more resin. Fill it all the way up to the top. And then this holographic sheet that I got from Etsy's, I'm just going to place that on top of the resin and let everything sit and cure for a full 24 hours. But I didn't show this step as well. I sprayed it with a little bit of some 99% ibuprofen alcohol to get rid of some bubbles. Even though that there's some bubbles that was still rising, just had to let it sit for like a few minutes. And I didn't place down enough resin in there, so I had to take off the silicone, the holographic silicone, place down more resin, and then put it back on there. And you can see that there's a little bubble underneath there already. So, yep, that's pretty much it. And we're done and good to go. Hopefully this turns out amazing. Hopefully. Here's a close-up of the silicone, the holographic silicone, and how everything's looking. So it should turn out pretty good.
It's 24 hours. I have my clock to attach everything in. It was so cold outside. This is how it's looking. A ton of resin ran over, so I can just peel that off first. Okay. Now let's see if we can pop this out of the way. So it's not that bad. There's the hook. Okay, so I guess now the sun is rising. Here's a close-up of how it looks. You can already see the holographic effect from the back shining through. Still need to fix up the edges. But just look at it. Ooh, the breeze is so cold. This looks so stunning. You can see there's a little bubble underneath it that just did not rise, and there are some little tiny bubbles over here and there. I'm pretty sure that if you see this in the sun, it will just be glistening. It looks pretty. I like it. Let's go back to okay, the sun is slowly popping up. This is how the back looks all the way around, just very holographic. But there's something else stunning that is. There's a cat just walking. The back just looks amazing. So pretty. More sun. Ooh. Oh wow. So stunning. This looks so amazing. I love it. Alright, the sun is back up. Every 2 seconds it like disappears, but this is how the front looks. You can see a holographic effect just shining through from the back. This is not perfect. There's a ton of little air bubbles. There's silica gel that is still inside one of these roses. And this is absolutely not perfect, but it looks so good. This is the sides. There's a ton of air bubbles from the green flowers, but so pretty. Absolutely stunning. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next video. Toodaloo. Toodaloo. The top looks so gorgeous.